The Pinky show. It's your girl Pinky Pinky, and I'm so fly. And today, Pink Panthers, is another episode of Mo Shows, Mo Shows, Mo Shows. Okay, now, first of all, check out the hair. Check out the hair. It's giving twist. It's giving passion twist. It's giving that's what they are. Okay, check it out. We like? Do we like? Do we like? Yes, we do. Okay. I ain't gonna lie, I kind of wish it was a different color, but that's besides the point. But anyway, guys, today's episode of Mo Shows, we're going to talk about Bel-Air. Okay? Now, I know Bel-Air season 2 been ended, like it, like the season is over, but like I've been telling you guys, now I'm going to, like, after I watch the show or like the season, like the first time, I'm gonna like binge watch that season and then like take notes and then do a video on it. Well, that's the shows that I'm gonna like do a review on. But yeah. So yeah. But before I start this video, make sure you drop the like. It's hot on that like button. Make sure you get low in the comment section. Make sure you shake it like a salt shaker on the subscribe button. And turn your post notification bell so you can know when my next video is gonna be here, okay? Cause y'all know when y'all ring that bell, it'd be like ring it ding 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 ding. Okay, now please, you guys, watch all of my videos from beginning to end. Please, guys, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Turn your post notification bell, because if you guys don't do any of those, then YouTube is not going to push my algorithm, and we're not going to get any more new Pink Panthers to join the team, join the group, join the crew, join the squad. None of that, okay? And if I do say myself, I think this channel and the Pinky Show is thebomb.com. Is all of that in a bag of chips. Like, it's just that channels. Like, it's those channels. Okay, so please, guys, do those things. And also, you guys, please comment down below what more, like, videos that you want me to do. New videos, old videos that I've done in the past that you want me to do again. It can be anything. Story times, playlists, challenges, movie reviews, show reviews, all of that. Like, please just comment down below what you want to see for this channel, okay? Thank you. Now, let's talk about Bel-Air. So, like I said, I wrote down some notes. Okay? Now, I'm going to save Will and Carlton for last, okay? I'm going to save Will and Carlton for last. Okay. First character is Ivy. Now, I like Ivy for the most part, but I don't like how she plays Hillary. Like, I don't like how she plays Hillary. I feel like she kind of throws Hillary under the bus. Like, I don't know if she doesn't take her seriously, or she only, like, wanted to, like, team up with her so she could shut up. Like, I don't understand their dynamic. I feel like Hillary does all the work. Ivy takes all the credit, if that makes any sense. Like, I feel like Hillary is, like, the brains of, like, their partnership. Ivy is just, like, the brand. She just gets, like, like, everybody thinks it's Ivy, but really it's Hillary doing it. Like, that's how I feel it is. And I feel like every time Hillary wants to, like, if she has an idea or she tries to get an Ivy approval or something, not even like approval, but to basically, like, let her know what she wants to do, this is that, a third, Ivy always kind of, like, downplays her. Like, oh no, I'm a brand ambassador for this band. Oh no, I'm working. Oh no, this is that. It's just kind of like, so why did you agree to be her partner if you're not gonna do anything. Like, it's just kind of like, I don't understand. And then did y'all see the first episode where at Ashley Bo birthday party, she was flirting with Jazz? I was like, Hillary, are you gonna get her? Like what are we doing? Like what like and then I feel like that was a blessing in disguise because Hillary was like, okay, I really do like Jazz, like, like let me make him my man. But it's just like, ma'am, Ivy, girl, like, can we say thirsty? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, I feel like the only time Ivy actually had Hillary's back was when they did the whole football thing at LaMarcus' house. I think that was like I think that was the only like the only part she had Hillary back on was like when they did that event. That was like the only thing, like, you know what I'm saying? So like I said, I mean she cool for the most part. I just don't like how she played Hillary. Moving on, Drew. I don't like Drew. I understand shows they have their whole. I know how shows they have like the good characters, the protagonist characters, the best characters. Then they have the antagonist characters, the mean characters, the evil characters, the negative character. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like Drew is one of those people where, Drew is one of those people like, they done it and like, they're capable of doing that, but you don't have the proof. He's one of those people, or like he knows that that he done it, but he's gonna be like, me? Me? I didn't do it. I am appalled. You thought I did what? It's just like, Drew, spare the dramatic. We know you did it. We know you did it, Like when he said that whole video with Carlton letting Connor say the N-word. Like, it's kind of like, who else would do that? I feel like, I don't know. I feel like it was kind of obvious he did that. Like, I feel like everybody knew it was Drew. Lisa's the only one like, what? He wouldn't do that. Lisa, I'm gonna get on her in a minute, but I know you're basically using him for a rebound. Girl, he done it. He did it. He did it. Like, he did it. Like, like I said, I would say that for Lisa, but it's just kind of like, girl, or like how like he always be like snooping behind Carlton. It's like every time he says something, he has to say something smart, or he always trying to embarrass Carlton, or just in general, like he always trying to play Carlton. And then at the bowling alley, Carlton had he had enough. Like, he was like, you're not gonna tell my story. I am. I'm going to take accountability on my spit, like, basically. And Drew didn't know how to take that, so Carlton, he put the pause on him, basically. And you would think, since he put the pause on him, Drew would shut up. Drew said he kept on going on and on and on and on. It was just like, Drew, like, no, like, no. So, and then he told Lisa, oh, I think Carlton and Connor is hanging out again. It's just like, Drew, at this point, dude, get a life. Like, it's just, get a life. Get a life. Get a life, And I didn't like him with Lisa. I'm sorry. It was giving cringe. It was giving she doesn't like you. It's giving she's trying to get over Will. Like Carlton said, literally that's what she was doing with you. Sorry. Like, it was giving that, Anyway, moving on. Like, I feel, okay, one more thing. I feel like he didn't like Will and Carlton, but I feel like out of Will and Carlton, he liked Will better than he liked Carlton. I feel like he really didn't like Will because of Lisa, but I feel like he despised Carlton. Like, every time he talked, walked, breathed, act, said something political, he just didn't like Carlton. He didn't like Carlton. He didn't like his friendship with Lisa. He didn't like Carlton. He just didn't. you know? So, moving on. Connor. I really don't have an opinion on Connor besides that he likes to party, he likes to get high, and he just bored with life. That's pretty much what Connor gives me, you know? When I could tell that Connor wanted to be back cool with Carlton again, I just felt like every time he got the opportunity to be cool with Carlton, Carlton would kind of like shut him down and like didn't want to like talk to him. But eventually when Carlton was at his breaking point, he was like, F it. Like, do you have something that, I can get my hands on? And Connor gonna take him to his dealer's house. They all go party. Then go disappear with Carlton's car. I'm sorry, is this Euphoria? Like this episode was giving me Euphoria. Like, is this Euphoria? Like, then on a school night, it just like, it did, but I'm glad that like Connor, he didn't throw Carlton under the bus. I feel like season one Connor probably would have threw Carlton under the bus, but season two Connor, I feel like, he understands Carlton a little bit better. He feels bad for Carlton. He's like, you know what, bro, I got this. I'm just gonna take the fault. I'm a lie for the both of us, and I'm just gonna take the blame. Like he had Carlton's back on that part. But when he was telling Carlton about where he did with the car, oh my god, he's like, oh my gosh, man, like he was just driving, like we wanted to get something to eat, and like we saw your car, and like we was like driving your car, and like yeah, he went like mad fast, bro, like mad fast, and then like all of a sudden we like ran out of gas, and then I was like, and then he was like, oh my god, I didn't know how I got home, man. Connor, it's giving you was in a movie and you was watching a movie and you took like a scene, like a really like I know what you did last summer scene, kind of made it into a boyish like way, and then told Carlton that's what you did with his car. Why you like where was his car? Because I remember Carlton followed him there. So where was your car? Where was your car, sir? Where was your car? Where was your car? Anyway, moving. But like I said, I don't really have a problem with Connor. I mean, he needs help. Stop being high. Simple. Stop being high. Go to rehab. Don't know what else to tell you. Anyway, dog. Um, Dog was cool. I felt like, no offense. I knew something was wrong with him. Not in that sense, but like something, as in like something was fishy about him. Like he was, like I knew something was like wrong with him in that way. I understood. I liked his vision. Like he was trying to help the boys, get like scholarships for college, play like college basketball or pro basketball. He was trying to like make him to superstar, like bring them to the top. I like that. But he needed Uncle Phil's help trying to get, Zenith out of his friends way, because his friend was trying to like hustle the guys, and Dog didn't want to hustle them. He wanted to give them a bright future, a vision, like he saw a future in them. And I feel like he favored Will. He saw potential in Will. It was sad to see him and Will's moment where like Will, was just saying all of that, how he looked up to him. He looks at him differently. And that was so sad to watch, because I feel like Will has daddy issues, and he has abandonment issues, and he has um resentful issues. So the fact, and I felt like Doc felt that. That's why when they had that moment, I felt like Doc really felt bad, but he was trying to still be like macho about it. But I feel like he really felt bad about that, you know? And the fact that, and I also liked how he was looking after Jackie. You know, I liked his story, how like, you know, like he was looking after his sister's child, which was Jackie. That was good. That was like big of him. And he needed Uncle Phil and Jeffrey's help to get him out of his Zenith situation. But other than that, I liked him for the most part. I just felt like he was hustling them at first, and then maybe he's like, nah, I don't want to do this anymore. I actually like helping the kids out, see their potential, do it, like make them be into like basketball superstars, but his friend wasn't having that. But for the most part, I liked him. He was cool. Jackie. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't really care for Jackie. I was team Lisa all day, every day. I was team Lisa. I knew she was playing Will. I knew it. Um, I knew it's one of those storylines where, like, you know how like you watch a movie or show, and one of the characters is playing like this particular character, and then they really start falling for the character, and then when they try to stop playing them, that's when it's too late. You know what I'm saying? She was giving me that. I felt like she always liked Will, but I felt like she was like listening to what her uncle was telling him, like oh, like use him, or like oh, stick to the plan, blah 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 blah. But when she gave her reason on that Doc was using Will to get to Uncle Phil, he wasn't giving me that, like, because I felt like at the beginning when he would talk to Uncle Phil, it wasn't giving I need help, like it wasn't giving like blink twice if you like need me to help you. It wasn't giving that. So when she said that, I was like, when did he need his help? Like, it kind of didn't make any. I'm not gonna lie, it kind of didn't make any sense. I'm gonna need somebody to explain that to me, because I'm like, it wasn't giving that. But yeah, I knew she was playing him though. She's a good dancer though. I like how her and Lisa kind of had like a short bond, and then she realized Lisa was his ex and still had feelings for him, so that kind of didn't go well. And then she got drunk. Will was trying to help her. She didn't want any help. I feel like Jackie has issues, just like I feel like Doc has some issues in a way. So yeah, it was pretty sad that like her and Will like slept together, and then no offense, he forgave her, but then he went back to Lisa. So it's kind of like, dang, I wonder how she gonna feel season 3. It's like, did he even let her know he's back with Lisa, or we're gonna find out in season 3? So we're probably gonna find out in season 3. So yeah, Lisa. I like Lisa. Lisa is so sweet and pure. Like she reminds me of me. Like likes to see like the best in everyone. She's very understanding, very helpful, loyal, there for her friends. Like I love her. Like I love her. I'm gonna be honest, I did not like that her and Will broke up. I did not like that. I understand the ending of last season. She thought Will was trying to play her, but in reality, his dad was in town, and he low key wanted to move back home. She didn't know that though. But with this season, I felt like Lisa wanted to have a conversation with Will, but every time that happens, he had issues with other people. So their issues was kind of like the last thing on his plate. You know what I'm saying? And I felt like after a while, Will kind of felt like she didn't want to be with him. So instead of like sparing the embarrassment and the rejection, he's just like, okay, we can just still be friends. And then she was like, I love you too. Like she didn't want to do that. But I think they needed this time apart. You know, and plus Jackie was in his face, so it's kind of like I rather him. I'd rather him try to like seek his interest on Jackie instead of like, you know, like when like him and Lisa dated and then he did meet Jackie and then he ended up cheating on Lisa with Jackie. You know, I kind of glad they didn't go with that storyline. So I'm glad he, you know, he said took a break. Y'all broke up. You and Lisa broke up, and then he like y'all broke up. But anyway, I liked Lisa. I liked her storyline for this season. I love her and Carlton's friendship. I feel like they have came a long way. I really like their friendship together. I love how she always has his back, like, you know. And it was kind of sad where like Carlton, you know, started liking her again, and she was still like Lisa is a freaking goat. You have Carlton that still likes her. She's still thinking about Will, even though Will dumped her, but Will was still eyeing her. And then you have Drew that's super duper 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 like her, but she's only giving Drew a chance because she's trying to get over Will. It was just, it was kind of like a square, but like not really. But no, I love her and Carlton's friendship. I felt when like she told Will they couldn't be friends at that point. I felt that. They did good on that scene. I felt that. Like I felt that. And then now she has a new baby brother. Her dad had a baby, you know. So yeah, I don't like her with Drew. I'm sorry. I felt like when Carlton specifically said, I don't know this verbatim, basically saying you're only dating Drew to get over Will. I'm paraphrasing it. And when he said that, I'm like, is he lying though? Like, sorry, you're only dating Drew to get Will's attention. Was he lying? No, he wasn't. And then it was also cute how she taught Will how to swim. That was a cute moment. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Is that all of Lisa's moments? Yeah, I think that was. All right, moving on. Jeffrey. I just love Jeffrey. I love how this version of Bel-Air, they made Jeffrey kind of like a gangster. Like he's the butler, but he's also like a private investigator on the side. Like I love it. I love it. Like he's not just a butler, he's a family friend, he's private investigator, you know, like I just love that. But I specifically love the storyline with him and his son Frederick. I really love that. Frederick is his birth son, but he ended up getting adopted. But even though he hasn't seen his son or been raising his son, he still was looking out for him in London. And when Uncle Phil explained that to Frederick, Frederick kind of looked at him in a different light. So I'm glad he told Frederick that because I feel like Frederick, which I don't blame him, he was kind of looking at it as, oh, you're there for these people, but you wasn't there for your own son. Like, I felt him on that. But then when Uncle Phil explained to Frederick, like, you know, Jeffrey's background and, you know, he understand. So hopefully we see Frederick again next season and hopefully him and Jeffrey have a better relationship. I'm glad Jeffrey finally got rehired. I'm gonna be honest, I still don't understand why Phil fired Jeffrey. It's okay to agree to disagree. You didn't have to fire him though. But you know, it is what it is. He fought to get Uncle Phil's trust back, so that was good. I just love Jeffrey, and I love him and Will's bond. I really do love it, and I love how towards the end of the season, we saw him trying to be there for Carlton, and you know, be there for Carlton. So hopefully next season we still build up on that, and he's also there for Ashley and Hillary. So yeah, Uncle Phil. I like Uncle Phil this time around. I felt like he really, for the most part, he really understood Will more and he actually listened to Will. I felt like at the beginning he was still trying to push Will, but once him and Will had a great man to man like understanding and agreement, I felt like he was letting Will kind of make his own decisions with him by his side. I like that. Him and Unveiled, I'm worried, you guys. I kind of feel like season 3, they're kind of gonna go with their marriages on the rock storyline, because now his ex Erica is back. So, and then she kissed him. What was that? The last? If that wasn't the last episode, either the last episode or the second to last episode, she ended up kissing him after telling Vil, like, "Oh, girl, I don't want him." Yes, you do. Yes, you do. So we shall see how that goes. But for the most part, I'm glad he was there for Will. Um, he was there for Carlton. He was really there for all his kids. Um, he still was there for like his firm, his company. Trying to build another company. Now he's still working with Erica, his ex girlfriend. I'm nervous about that next. I'm so nervous about that storyline next season. Oh my god. But yeah, and then he also helped Zenith and Doc. So, for the most part, I really didn't have nothing to say about Uncle Phil. I mean, he was Uncle Phil. Unveiled. I'm really glad her voice was heard this season. I really want her art, really want her to push her art, because she is a phenomenal artist. And, like amongst talent, like with artists, performers, athletes, it's like you can never just be talented. It's always the BS business sides that ruins everything, like behind the scenes stuff that people don't know about that be ruining everything. I feel like she been through a lot of that this season, but luckily Hillary kind of helped her with social media. So hopefully, if she leaves this company, I guess that's what you call it. Hopefully, she gets popping on social media. I think I would like for this. I want her to be more popping on social media. I want her to, like, how like on Instagram people be showing like who they are, like their talents, their portfolios and stuff. I want Unveil to show her portraits like on her Instagram page. That's what I want her to do. And maybe somebody would like it, she would tag like art buyers, art industry people, and then she gets known for that. I think she needs to use social media to her advantage. I want to see that next season. I love how she was there for Carlton, even though please put Carlton into rehab. Please Please put Carlton into rehab. You and Uncle Phil. Please, for the summer, since they're on summer, let him for the summer go to rehab. Please. He needs it. Let him go to rehab. Please. Other than that, yeah, that was really it. Okay, moving on. Jazz. I love Jazz. Jazz is one of my fave characters on here. I love Jazz. I love his swag. I love his swag. I love his confidence. I love his I love his passion for music and like his store. I love his vibe. He's a vibe. Like he's one of those where you should like go to his store. He should have at his store, he should have like a wine tasting night. Like people drink wine and like he just plays music and that can help his store to be successful. He should have that. I'm giving him ideas right now. But like he's such a vibe. And I love how he let Will stay with him until he went back with Uncle Phil and Aunt Viv. I love him and Will's friendship. I love when they did the Will and the Jazz handshake. I love how they brought that back. And now him and Hillary, I was very disappointed with their relationship this season. Of course, the writers always has to mess up a relationship. I feel like they're going to get back together. Maybe not next season. I feel like next season Hillary and Lamarcus is probably going to date. But maybe like season 4 or something. I really want them to get back together. Because I think on Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Hillary and Jazz didn't end up together. So hopefully this time around, Hillary and Jazz ends up together. I think they're in game. I like their balance. I love how she's beautiful, she's sassy, she's an entrepreneur, she's bougie, like like she's kind of over the top, and he's like chill, a vibe, like he's on his way up, she can help. Like I feel like they can elevate each other in different ways, like he helps her be more down to earth. She helps him boss up, in his entrepreneurship. Like I feel like they balance each other well. But unfortunately, I think this season Jazz had a lot of insecurities when it came to Hillary, and like her in her being like an influencer, and he didn't really understand her lifestyle. So of course, if you don't understand your partner's lifestyle as a work of choice, that's kind of gonna make your relationship go backwards. So that was really sad. And then um she felt, I don't know, I feel like they were both wrong, but I feel like really Jazz insecurities kind of tainted their relationship. It's kind of like, okay, Jazz, what do you want her to do about it? Like, I don't know, like some things he would talk about as like the episode they broke up, where he took her to her favorite restaurant, and then the lady came out and saying, "Oh, your car's declined," and this is that and third. I'm not gonna lie, I would be mad too, especially if I put money in an account. I'm like, nah, the car worked. But I understood she was trying to help him, but instead of acknowledging she was trying to help him, he kind of made it seem like she didn't have his back. And it's like, well, what do you want her to do, Jazz? Your car declined. It's like, what do you want her to do about it? Or every second he gets, he always had to bring up her lifestyle. Or she used to date LaMarcus, the football player. It was just like, so I think both of them, in a sense, ruined their relationship, because I feel like after a while, Hillary stopped trying. Like, I feel like she kind of stopped trying, but I feel like Jazz insecurities tainted the relationship. But I don't know. And it was so sad. The last episode, no, no. Okay, so the episode where the football episode where Hillary was thinking about Jazz, she wanted to go to his um place opening, and I love how he kept on looking at the door, and she was coming too. She was right there, and she saw him dancing with women, and then she left, and literally when she left, that's when he looked back at the door. I was so mad. I was like, no. Y'all could have vibed. Y'all could have talked. No. I was so mad. And then the last episode where Will told Jazz that, she's about to go to Paris with LaMarcus. Oh my gosh. It was just like, and then he told her he's going to be at the store if she changes her mind. I felt like I thought she really was going to go to that shop. But I knew how they had it where like somebody knocked on his door, and then wasn't she at the door? I think somebody was knocking on the door. I think she was at a door. But come to find out, she went to LaMarcus' house, and then he went to or did she go to? She either went to his house or she met him at the airport, something like that. And then the delivery guy was at Jack's house. I low key knew that was going to happen, but I was hoping that like Hillary was going to be there. But I'm gonna say that for Hillary. But that part really pissed me off. I was like, "Are you kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me?" Like, oh my gosh. Anyway, that's enough of Jazz. Next, Ashley. I like Ashley. To me, no offense, they're kind of treating Ashley how they treating Gia on Euphoria. Not to keep on comparing Bel-Air to Euphoria, but instead of Ashley had more vocal, like she had more lines than Gia. Right, Bel-Air writers, I want an actual storyline from Ashley. I want an actual storyline from Ashley. First of all, I feel like she's never around the family. Like she is, but she's not. Every time she's around the family, she says like two sentences, then she leaves. Then she at school. It's like, why is it so important that we see her at school? No offense. You know what I'm saying? Like, to prove that she's a kid. Like, I don't really understand that concept, you know? And then I love how they brought Tatiana Ali back. They brought her back because she's the original Ashley from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I love that. I love that. I love her character as Miss Hughes. Again, they treated her wrong. But no, but my thing is, it's not just in Bel-Air. They treat black teachers like that all around the world, especially a black teacher that actually can teach and actually loves what they do and actually the kids like them. Yeah, they're gonna take you as a threat. I wasn't surprised they treated her like that after all. Anyway, sorry, going back to Ashley. I love Ashley and Miss Hughes relationship. Hint hint, that was like older Ashley passing the baton to little Ashley. That was cute. But yeah, I love their relationship. Okay, now the girl, what's her name? Let me go back to my notes. What's her name? 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 What is her name? God dang. Olivia. She don't look like Olivia, that's why. Olivia. I'm not gonna lie. I thought she did snitch on Miss Hughes. I'm not gonna lie. But my thing is, if she did it, then who did? So, okay, this is what I thought. So I thought Olivia snitched on Miss Hughes, right? But then she says, I didn't. So my thing is, did your parents snitched on Miss Hughes? Like, did your parents? Because, like she told Ashley, she was jealous of Ashley because Miss Hughes favored her. You know, like, that was, like, Olivia used to be her favorite. Now Ashley was her favorite. So did she, like, tell her parents that, and her parents kind of snitched on her? That's what I'm thinking. Until we know more information, if we ever. But until we know more information about that, she did it, but maybe her parents did. I don't know. But I like how Ashley and Olivia, you know, they was cool after that. And then she saw a rainbow pin on Olivia. And then they kind of bonded over that. And I saw the look. I was like, Ashley, is this you? Like, is this you? Like, I'm here for it. So yeah, hopefully, you know, they go and then they're like, and then Olivia was like, hang out with us over. Ashley was like, she didn't let her finish the sentence. She's like, absolutely. I was like, okay. So hopefully season 3, you know, we get more. Hopefully that builds a storyline that Ashley has a girlfriend, you know, and like they build on that. Hopefully there's a storyline for Ashley. But I want to see more. I want to see more. I want to see her actually have a storyline. And I love how Ashley was becoming herself this season. I felt like she was very discouraged because of Miss Hughes, but Will helped her, Hillary helped her. I feel like each person helped her. I like that. But you guys know, I did not like when she caught Carlton doing the sniffles and Carlton grabbed her. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. That's how I felt when Rue and Gia was arguing on Euphoria. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. That's your absolutely not. Absolutely not. So yeah, and so Carlton was rude to her. So I'm gonna say the rest for Carl when I talk about Carlton. But yeah, no ma'am, I did not. No sir, I did not like that. I did not. I did not. She did not deserve that. Because she said she looks up to you and she caught you doing the sniffles. Boy, bye. Go to rehab. Anyway, moving on. Hillary. Again, I pretty much like everybody's storyline this season. Pretty much. I pretty much like everybody's storyline this season. But Hillary, I love her season. I love how she is an entrepreneur. She's an influencer. She's a boss. She's running the influencer female house. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. She was in her bag this season and with love. She called love for two people, her future and her past. Eventually, she chose her past. But hey, we'll see season 3. Like I said about her and Jazz, I felt like um eventually she gave up on Jazz. Don't ask me why, but yeah. So yeah, I so yeah. Um yeah. I want Oh no, going back to Ashley right quick. I want to see Will and Ashley have more bonding, because I feel like on Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Will pretty much had his own relationship with each and every character, but really on Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, he really was close with Carlton, Ashley, Jeffrey, and Uncle Phil. Yeah, he had his moments with Hillary. Yeah, he had his moments with Unveiled. And of course, he was close with Jazz. But like as far as family wise, he was close. He had his old bond with everybody. I want to see more Will and Ashley moments. Because we saw a lot of Will and Carlton moments this season. I want to see more Will and Ashley bonds next season. Again, give her a storyline next season. Thank you. But going back to Hillary, her and Marcus, they made a cute couple. I saw the chemistry. I felt it. But I'm sorry. I'm Team Jazz. Sorry. I'm Team Jazz. I'm Team Jazz. Now, like I said, I'm thinking season 3, her and Lombardi will come back from Paris, and I think they're actually gonna get back together. So we're probably gonna see more of Hillary and Lamarcus relationship season 3. This is if her and Lamarcus break up, I think it's gonna go back to because why did they break up? Did he cheat on her? Why did they break up? I think they said, but not really. I think he's gonna end up choosing football over her. Or like maybe not choose football over her, but maybe he's gonna go back to playing football and they're gonna be long distance, and then it's gonna weigh on them or something gonna happen, and then she's gonna like break up with him. That's what I think is going to be the fall of their relationship. But yeah, but I'm Team Jazz, and I like her Lamarcus, but I'm Team Jazz. Sorry. Carlton. This was Carlton's season. Yeah, it was Will's season, of course, because he's a main character. But this was really Carlton's season. Carlton, he had a heavy storyline. I feel like we always knew he dealt with anxiety. He's on meds. I'm glad they went deeper into that. Whatchamacallit? We know he does the sniffles. We thought he stopped season 1. He, did it again season 2. I just feel like I understood what he was saying as far as pressure, because I feel like especially when you go to like a particular school like that, yeah, all eyes is on you. They want you to be overachiever in everything. They want you to succeed. They're going to put pressure on you, and they're going to overwhelm you. So I understood. I understood what he was saying. I just really want him to go to rehab. I really want him to go to rehab. I really want him to go to rehab. I really want him to go to rehab. And I was really rooting for him and Yasmin. I was really rooting for him and Yasmin. Oh my gosh. I feel like they would be so cute. I mean, we always have season 3, but I feel like after the whole protest situation, I feel like he kind of left a bad taste in her mouth. But I really hope they get it together season 3. Now my thing is with Yasmin, she didn't really want to talk to him about. I really feel like he tried to talk to her and explain to her. She was just on no BS. She like, nah, I don't want to talk to you. Like, she was strictly no BS. Like, strictly no BS. Like, literally no BS. So yeah, so you know, it was, so that's really all I have to say. I don't need to go too deep because I think I did with each. I don't need to go too deep. I just want him to go to rehab. I want him to go to rehab. Oh, in the Founders Award situation, I'm glad he won. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of knew he was gonna win. And I knew after Ashley saw him that he was going to let everybody, like, he was going to let out his dirty laundry at the Founders Award, which I'm so proud of him. He was brave. He had courage and he was brave. I think he needed to do that. I feel like Carlton is the type of I feel like he's the type of person where he let all his emotions like boil inside of him, and when he's at his breaking point and can't take it anymore, then that's when he expresses himself and he takes accountability and all that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I think that was him at the Founders Award. I think enough is enough. I feel like he was tired of sneaking around. He was tired of lying to people. He was tired of being someone that he's not. Well, I'm not going to say being someone that he's not, but being someone that he feels like Bel-Air Academy wants him to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really hope season 3 he comes to himself. He grows a better bond with his family, and him and Yasmin figures it out. Like, I really hope he beats himself next season. I really hope that for him. So I was really glad when he told everyone his dirty laundry, and I really hope he go to rehab. I keep stressing that up because I want him to go to rehab. Like, cause did you see the episode where he did it and then his nose would bleed? I don't see how people do that. No offense to people that do the sniffles. I don't see how y'all do that. No offense. But Will, last but not least. Will had an impactful season. I feel like Will was another person. He went through a lot, but I feel like he went through a lot as far as career wise. Like, I feel like season 1 we got to see him go through with it personal wise and tries to fit in Bel-Air. But I feel like this season we still got a little bit of him trying to fit in. But I feel like we was really seeing his basketball side, like how he really wants to pursue basketball, but he feels like people don't share the same drive, the same passion as him towards basketball, or maybe people don't really see him seriously with basketball. But him and Jackie, I told y'all, they're okay. Him and Jackie were cute. Him and Lisa just better. That's all I'm saying. I'm glad him and Lisa got back together. Yeah. I'm glad him and Doc, they made up. Him and Jackie made up. Him and his old basketball team. Hopefully he joins the basketball team again next season. What else? Did I miss anything? I loved him and Carlton's bond, even though they kind of drifted a little towards the end of the season. But like I said, I just want to see more of his bond with Ashley and Hillary next season. So yeah. But yeah, I liked but yeah, that's it. I really liked everybody's storyline this season. I can't wait to see season 3. Hopefully it comes out next year. And yeah, if you guys don't know where to watch Bel-Air, it is on Peacock. It's on now. You can watch season 1 and season 2. It's on Peacock. Yeah. I hope you guys like this video. Make sure you like or dislike, thumbs up or thumbs down, comment. Please be paying to subscribe. Turn on your post notification bell so you know when my next video is going to be here, okay? Please follow me on Facebook at Pinky Pinky. That's Pinky space Pinky. And also follow two of my Instagrams, one at the Pinky Show and the other at Pinky Bear 00. And follow your girl on TikTok at the Pinky Show because I be going crazy, okay? And like my saying goes, let's smile, be yourself. Don't worry. Be happy, okay? And make sure you also subscribe to The Pinky Show and Mr. Shady. This is your girl, Pinky, Pinky, and I'm so fly. Holla at your girl.